In this week's podcast, we are talking about the most profitable niches for social media managers in Q4.
Welcome back to JFDI with the two Lauras, the weekly show where we help you freelance social media managers to make more money, get better at marketing and run a freelance business that you love working in. In today's show, we're diving into the most profitable niches for social media managers in Q4, so you know exactly who to try and win if you're looking for new clients. And can we just address the elephant in the room before we get into it? Yes, businesses are hiring social media managers in Q4. They're busy, but not all businesses are. So some sectors are going to slow down. Other sectors are going to prioritise spending money on different things this time of year. And some sectors are going to go all in on their marketing. So those are the types of niches we're going to be talking about. Before we get into it though and share who these niches are, we would love to hear from you. As always, we are always on Instagram at the two Lauras. Come and have a chat with us, drop into our DMs. We're open and friendly. Come and say hello. Don't be scared. And obviously, if you love the show, then please do leave us a review. Right, shall we get into it? Where do you want to start?
Absolutely. I think it is worth just saying that there will be businesses who we aren't going to be discussing today, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to be hiring you. So don't just think, oh my God, those businesses weren't mentioned, so I'm not going to bother. Like we're just going to highlight some of the ones that if you're really struggling, you can kind of go for these niches. But if that's not your niche, then that's fine. Don't worry.
And we're not just saying that these are niches who will be hiring social media managers. They might be hiring ads managers. They might need power hours. They might want to buy a course. They might want a VIP day, some consultancy. Like they need help with their marketing in whatever way, shape or form that may come from you. So just these are the sorts of businesses that you might want to have on your radars.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this one is the one I'm going to start with is the most obvious one for this quarter, and that is any kind of business that has products that can be gifted.
Yeah.
So there could be businesses that sell lots of different things that are perfect for gifts. There could be businesses that actually don't normally sell gifts, but maybe at this time of year they sell hampers or whatever that may be. So any business that is doing any kind of gifting in this time of year is the time that they are going to need help because it's busy out there. They need to get their product in front of as many people's eyes as possible, so they'll potentially need help.
Yeah, and that could be quite broad. Like it could be jewellery, fashion, it could be kids' toys, it could be, trying to think what else my husband's ever bought me for Christmas. Post-it notes and a calculator was one year, but they're probably not the most profitable niches.
It's also like experiences are big, aren't they? It's not just like the physical thing. It's the days out, so maybe the holidays, you know.
Yeah. Anything that someone would wrap up and put under a Christmas tree.
I wish someone would wrap up a holiday and put that under a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I don't think you'd fit a cruise underneath your tree, but yeah, maybe an envelope. So the funny thing is that you said that's the most obvious to you. To me, the most obvious is food and drink. Does that say something about me?
No comment.
Because if I think about Christmas, to me, Christmas is all about the food, literally. It's like not the drink so much, because obviously I don't drink, but it's all about the food. It's about like the gifty kind of food that I give people. It's about the food that we have on our table on Christmas. It's about the quality streets. It's about all the kind of food, but it's also like going out for dinners, going out for Christmas parties, meeting your friends for like a Christmas lunch. It's all of those sorts of things too. And, you know, if I think of any of the businesses that are local to me, they all have some sort of Christmas offer and they're all in competition. And usually the place that we book when I go out with my friends is somewhere that we've all seen on social and we've sent it to each other. And we're like, this looks good.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we would hear about it. So I think those sorts of niches often need help, because the ones that we're not hearing about them for a reason.
Yeah.
They need
There's
help.
also, although I'd imagine we're probably too late for this based on the previous employment I've been in, but there's Christmas dues, the Christmas nights out with work, the corporate dues. That's such a big kind of category within that food and drink. Or maybe not actually. Some places might not just do food and drink nowadays, but they certainly did in my day. But yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Food and drink, it's a big one.
Yeah.
And I think with that in mind, probably the next one falls into both of these categories, is that it's fashion.
Yeah.
So it's like that, those nights out, those work nights out, what are people going to be wearing? What are people wearing on Christmas Day? Like some people go to
pajamas,
town. Like,
literally.
But then there's the whole pajama thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pajamas at Christmas is a massive thing. And there's also the Christmas jumper thing at work.
Yeah.
Like my husband has to wear a Christmas jumper. He wears the same one every year. It's, there's all of that. So that the fashion probably, and there's Halloween in Q4. There's so much going on.
And I think in fashion, it's not just clothes, is it? It's like the fashion of how you're going to decorate your tree, how you're going to wrap the presents. So it's like gift wrap, all of that stuff as well, isn't it? There's like different trends for every year, isn't there?
Yeah. Nice.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh, I feel really festive. Bit early.
I don't.
Anyway.
Okay. And the final one, which I think is very broad, and we've kind of touched on it within all of these, is that e-commerce sector. It goes without saying that most e-commerce businesses in Q4, whether it be due to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, they are busy. They are really busy, and they want to make the most of this buying season. So there could well be people within all kind of niches within that e-commerce niche that will be looking for help this quarter.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when we're thinking about Q4, we often just focus on those kind of businesses. But if we look forward a bit, there are sectors who will be looking now for help because they are the ones who kind of have a big New Year push.
Yeah.
So I think we should talk about them as well, because if we've talked about the kind of businesses we've just talked about and you're like, well, they're not really my area of expertise, don't really do e-com, food and drink, they're not really my niches, then you might think, oh God, what am I going to do? But these New Year kind of businesses might be more up your street. And these New Year ones, they still need help now because they're the sort of people who are pushing to get the sales the day after Christmas sometimes. So think like health and fitness. What does everyone do on the 1st of January? They join the gym, or they sign up to an online class, or they say they're going to go on a diet. They're going to be more healthy. So it's like all the health drinks, all of the fitness clothes, all of the gyms, the fitness instructors, all of those sorts of things are all kind of businesses that in the new year want to, like you've just said, make hay where the sun shines.
Yeah. And these are businesses that need to be heavily building their audiences now. And that's hard. Q4 is an incredibly difficult time for any business because of how busy it is, because everyone's fighting for those eyeballs on their content. So it goes without saying that potentially these all the businesses that we're talking about who are going to do big pushes for New Year need to be getting in front of people now. So when they go out with their offer in the new year or on Boxing Day, they're likely to have people seeing their content then. So that audience growth and visibility now is really important. And you need to potentially educate your audiences with that. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, I'd love to work with some health and fitness industry people, you need to be saying to them now, if you want to push something in January, you need to be doing stuff now. And this is some things you can do. And here I can also help you. So there's loads of content opportunities as well for you to position yourselves because, well, we all know that health and fitness in January is a lot, isn't it? It's a huge multi-million pound industry, probably billion, it's huge. And as Laurie, as you mentioned, that's not just the gyms, it's the everything that falls into the paraphernalia around that kind of health,
like
and
the supplements and the weights and like the equipment and everything.
Yeah. All the stuff that we already have because we're health and fitness gurus.
Yeah, because we move our bodies a lot. Anyway, moving on. The next one in this kind of band is probably your favourite, the travel and tourism kind of sectors.
Yes.
Because I can guarantee in January, Laura will say, I've just booked a holiday. In fact, I'm surprised you haven't already said it. But she will have booked a holiday by January, guaranteed.
Yeah. It's normally that lull between Christmas and New Year. I like it. It's like I have to have something in the diet. Like I am already slightly twitchy that I don't know what I'm doing in 2026 for a holiday. Like that is the thing that just keeps me ticking on. So
I miss those days.
So if I haven't booked a holiday by the end of January, by February I'd be panic buying. So and I know I'm not alone. So because people like to have that motivation in their diary.
But again, it's not the obvious hotels, travel agents, flights. It's not just those. It's the suitcase companies. It's the comfy cushion on the aeroplane kind of comfort, like the travel wear. It's all of it, isn't it, that goes into the whole paraphernalia of going on a holiday. The hotels, the experiences in the travel resorts, it's everything, isn't it?
And they're thinking, and this isn't actually this niche specifically, but there's a lot of businesses here who they'll want to start the new year probably in a different way that they started the year before. And I've said this before, and I've probably said it on this podcast. I've had clients in the past that have said, I can't do that again. Like they can't do that kind of Q4 again. They'll be having flashbacks of this time last year. It was hell. I need to get help. So there's people out there who will be really keen to get help ready for their new year, whatever the industry, because they're going, I can't do this again. So 2026, I'm going to have help. I'm going to have a consultant, or I'm going to have a social media manager or an ads manager. So they're looking now for that because they want that to help. So even if their industry isn't specifically busy at the moment, the year could have been busy, which has meant that they're hiring now ready to have a bumper year in 2026.
Yeah.
There's a slight caveat there, slight digress.
Third one in this kind of bucket of people who like kind of go for it in the new year. So we've got the health and fitness, we've got travel and tourism. The other one is business coaches. Businesses who have kind of struggled this year maybe, or who Q4 didn't go as well for them as they wanted, or the opposite, it went really well and they want to make sure that next year is just as good. Those sorts of people are going to look for a business coach. And business coaches know that. And they know that in January, that's when they're like, right, I'm going to try and get all of these people into my courses or my consulting or whatever. And business coaches or life coaches or any kind of coach of that sort of realm often is looking for help for that big New Year's push. So if you're somebody who likes helping with lead generation, for example, growing email lists, those sorts of things are the things that business coaches often need help with, or life coaches often need help with, as well as like the actual main social media marketing. So, and ads even, probably goes across the board for all of these industries. But for business coaches, it's not just, we want to go viral or we want to sell products. It's that they often want a very specific outcome of growing a list, getting people on a webinar, those sorts of things. So if that's your bag, those are the sorts of businesses that you might want to start thinking about now. So that and go to them and be like, look, I know that January is probably the time when you're going to be launching. What are you doing now that we can help with?
Nice. So it is worth saying that there are businesses out there, obviously, who always need your help. So we just thought, to summarize slightly, to just highlight some of those businesses, those niches that actually you could go to at any point in the year. You don't have to wait for Q4. And those being subscription, membership model type businesses. So businesses similar to Laura and I. Coaches, as you mentioned. So those business coaches, they often have launches throughout the year. People who have courses, again, because they're normally selling them throughout the year. SaaS companies, they're always wanting people to be buying their products throughout the year. So there are lots of businesses out there that aren't just reliant on that Q4, and they need consistent help.
Yeah, definitely. There's tons of businesses like that. So yeah. Well, I hope this was helpful anyway. And now it's kind of made you think, oh, okay, if I wanted to have an amazing Q4, maybe these are the kind of businesses that I could go and start trying to connect with, build relationships with, sell to, etc. Change your messaging to speak to them. If you don't currently have a niche for your messaging, maybe pick one of these that you can start talking to in your messaging now so you can get in front of them.
Yeah. Maybe you have a niche, but there's a particular part of that niche that is really, in this quarter, they just focus your messaging on those people or those parts of your niche that are more, it's more relevant at this time of year.
And definitely do not tell yourself that people don't hire around Christmas or around the end of the year, because that's absolutely not true.
Oh yeah, no, I've had loads of clients this time of year, and I think it's mainly because it's so manic. People go, I can't do this on my own.
Yeah.
Or I can't do this without more help.
Yeah. You've got to think they've got everything going on in their business throughout the year. In this quarter, if everything in their business gets busier and more manic, the marketing is the thing that they put to the side, and that's the thing they need help with, because that's the thing that keeps them manic and keeps the money coming in and the orders and what have you. So it stands to reason that they're going to need your help. So anyway, let us know which one of those you might try and get in front of. Drop into our messages and let us know. We're very nosy, as you know. So yeah, come chat.
Yeah, I'm going to go and look for my Christmas jumper.
I'm going to go and look at Christmas recipes. Christmas food.
Oh, yeah. Christmas hamper.
Yeah, Christmas sausage rolls. Although you could obviously have those any time of year, but at Christmas they're better.
And on that note,
we'll be back same time, same place next week. Have fun.
Bye.
Ta-ra.